Coming up next, viewers beware, you're in for a scare. We're talking about Goosebumps. Hey, comic enthusiasts and pop culture lovers, I'm Ashley.
Sup, nerds? I'm Ryan, and together we are
Couple of Nerds. Sup, nerds, and to go on with our spooky season, we're going to be talking about something awesome. So usually around this time of year was one of my favorite kind of things when I was in school, and that would be the Scholastic Book Fair.
Yes.
And one of the books that was a really big deal in the 90s, is a whole book series. It was called Goosebumps. And that's what we're talking about today. And the reason why we're talking about Goosebumps is that I actually have a new TV series that's premiering today.
Oh, it's today?
Yeah, it's today on Friday the 13th.
Cool!
And it's awesome. I really love it. That was a great marketing idea. That's really cool.
Yeah.
So I always thought that in the 90s, it was kind of weird that there was so many spooky things for children to see and to watch.
There was Goosebumps, there was Are You Afraid of the Dark?
But I loved Goosebumps books. Like, at first I didn't really like them because, like, that wasn't really my kind of thing, but it was absolutely my brother's kind of thing.
Yeah. And,
I actually know a couple things about the Goosebumps series. Would you like to know them?
Of course. Yeah,
I'm sure all of you would like to know them too. So, the creator of Goosebumps is R.L. Stine.
Yes.
And he is notorious for making the entire series. And there are tons of Goosebumps books. There's tons. And did you know he actually did a series before Goosebumps?
I did. Yes, I actually read some of those.
Yeah, it's called Fear Street.
Yeah.
And they even had a Netflix series called Fear Street. And Goosebumps is actually a derivative of Fear Street, but it's more child-friendly. And did you know the first book that Stine wrote, he thought it was a little too scary? And I think it was called Welcome to Dead House.
Welcome to Dead House. It's such a silly name, though.
Yeah, it was called Welcome to Dead House, and he thought it was a little too scary. And it was after that he decided he needed to put humor into it. So at the end of every chapter, there's a bit of a joke. I
guess the title wasn't humorous enough.
It's funny that you say that, because nowadays, right now, he thinks of the titles first and then the stories after.
Okay.
So, the inspiration for Goosebumps was actually off of R.L. Stine's childhood.
Okay. Because
it's all about different kinds of fears that kids would be afraid of.
Like puppets and masks that get stuck to your face.
The ocean.
Yeah.
And actually, did you know with the haunted mask, the mask that was stuck to the face, is actually based off of kind of a true story.
Really?
Yeah, it was actually based off of Stine's son when he got a mask for Halloween and couldn't get it off.
Okay.
And the kid was freaking out, so he actually wrote a story about that and made it a bit more supernatural, even though in real life it wasn't like that. It's just because the mask got too tight when he was wearing it and he was all sweaty and just like kind of suction cupped on and he couldn't get it off.
Yeah.
Speaking of the haunted mask, that's actually R.L. Stine's favorite Goosebumps book.
Really? Because of its personal connection to his family?
Yeah.
Okay.
And what's your favorite Goosebumps book?
I guess my favorite would have to be Monster Blood and the sequel, Monster Blood on a Plane. I don't remember. I think it was just called Monster Blood 2 or The Monster Blood Returns, but it was on a plane.
Okay. My favorite was actually Deep Trouble.
Right, of course.
That was the one with the hammerhead shark and the mermaid.
Yeah, you love mermaids.
I do. I am very into mermaids. That's my thing. I like that. The Goosebumps books are so silly. And I actually saw the Goosebumps, the new Goosebumps series from, I think, last year or the year before. So this is like the second season of it. So it's going to be really, really cool. So I wonder what kind of... Because it's not exactly off of the stories for the new ones. It's actually its own contained universe. But I'm really excited. It's going to be so cool. Tune in every Friday for more nerdy stuff and trivia from us, your couple of nerds, only on Halloween C.